Jill of the Jungle is a side-scrolling platformer released for MS-DOS in 1992 by Epic Mega Games. It is available for free from GOG.com. Jill of the Jungle was designed by Tim Sweeney, current CEO of Epic Games. Evaluating these early 90s DOS side-scrollers now is difficult because computer hardware at the time simply couldn't handle scrolling, as well as video game consoles. Jill of the Jungle is no exception. It stood out in other ways, like supporting 256 colors, impressive for the time. It also supported high-end sound hardware. It sounds as if a designer drunk on the novelty of a new high-end piece of hardware worked on the sound effects. Few of the sound effects make any sense, but they are so random it's legitimately amusing. The sound effect for collecting keys is, objectively speaking, the best sound effect in any video game ever. Jill of the Jungle is separated into 3 episodes. Each episode ranges from 15 to 20 levels. The levels themselves are irreverently named and contain silly messages and jokes within. The 3rd episode is where things change. There is a point halfway through where you can tell the developers just wanted to move on. The jokes just disappear. The levels go from having descriptive names to suddenly being labeled by numbers. Even the ending of the final episode, spoiler alert, shows a lack of effort. It has the protagonist, after not speaking the entire game, finally saying her first words in response to a marriage request. Her response? Okay. Levels are simple side-scrolling mazes, with barriers unlocked by collecting keys and gems. Weapons such as knives and spinning blades can be picked up to deal with enemies. Jill can also transform into certain creatures. These segments add a bit of variety, but are generally short and don't stand out. Controls are a bit iffy. Unlike Mario, who starts building speed once you push right, and who gradually slows down after letting go, Jill hits top speed the second you hit right, and stops immediately on letting go. Jill of the Jungle was a groundbreaking platformer for PC, but it's difficult to say how much value it has to play today. It was one of my favorite games when I was a kid, so when I say I love it, you can take for granted that nostalgia is responsible for 90% of that. It's available for free, so I think it's worth checking out, as a historical curiosity at least, especially for featuring a female protagonist at a time when it was exceedingly rare. Ladies, pour one out for Jill, who struck a huge blow for equality. Maybe not so huge a blow for equality.